Hello there folks, I'm Dan Brown from asortofinterestinglife.com and today you're joining me on board good old Tilly for a general boat life vlog update and boaty chat. As I've said in the past, I feel that I don't get enough opportunity to do these videos where I just generally talk about what's been going on the canal and how boat life's been just for me personally and what I've been up to. And it's something that, as I've said, I get a lot of requests to do just more general chit chat about canal life, and so hopefully this will make amends. At the minute, I am currently moored up down at Maysbury, which is on the bottom part of the top stretch of the Montgomery Canal. The top stretch is what I refer to, the stretch that comes off as a branch from the Llangollen Canal, and it has been fantastic. I've really thoroughly enjoyed recent times. We've had the amazing weather, I've been able to get out on the kayak, I've been biking more than I have done for a long time. I've done a lot of biking this year as well. But also just actual boating. And I mean, when I came down the full stretch of the Montgomery, blazing hot sunshine. I waited until the evening so it wasn't as hot, but it still didn't make any difference. And I moored up as the sun was just starting to get lower in the sky and it was starting to go a little bit pink in the background. It was absolutely brilliant. One of the most thoroughly enjoyable trips that I've had for a long time. And as I say, I am lucky to do a lot of very enjoyable trips indeed. But coming down and coming through the locks, the fact that the canal itself is so quiet. They only let 12 boats a day down maximum, and even that isn't, well, the day that I actually came down, I was one of only 2 boats that descended onto the stretch. I was told that there were only 13 boats travelling on the canal at all, so that in 7 miles I think sums up how busy it is. And being moored up down at Maysbury, because a lot of boats don't even bother to come all of the way. It is very overgrown, the canal, at the moment in the height of summer, and there aren't many mooring places on the stretch between the top and the bottom, basically. So I think that puts a lot of people off. So, I mean, I've been moored up down here for 5 days or so, I'm not sure off the top of my head, but it's just been so quiet, it's been fantastic, and I've been able to once again be off the main busy canal, which is why I was originally intending to go into Chirk Marina, but as I've said, when I decided against that idea, and then changed my mind again and thought, no, I do want to go in a marina, the next 3, well, in fact 4, including the Maysbury marina, the next 4 marinas along the canal were all full, so I thought, you know what, let's just get down out of the traffic. I wasn't intending to be down the Maysbury direction probably until next year, so it's been an unexpected detour, but I'm really enjoying it. It's been great to just have this beautiful quiet canal, super rural, all of the brilliant wildlife and that you would expect. I mean, on my trip down I saw a heron, all the usual bits of buzzards and stuff flying around. One landed in a tree not too far just off the canal in a field, and I even saw a kingfisher come straight down the canal towards me and then off to the side and back out around the corner. Amazing stuff, especially in the sunlight, because the green of the kingfisher was so lit up and so sort of, I don't know, luminous and metallic looking. It was fantastic. And really, that's everything that I could ask for from a canal and from boat life. As I've said though, we have had some terrible weather in the last couple of days. Luckily it's brightened up today. But yeah, all in all, boat life, absolutely loving it. One of the things that I do want to talk about is my future video plans. Now, as some of you may be aware, I've been planning and plotting and actually started editing another short film style video. And you know what? I hate to say this, but I've cancelled that. But don't worry, that is good news. I hope you'll think that's good news, because instead of that, I am putting together a series ongoing of what I hope will be around 20-minute long episodes, where instead of trying to cram everything and give you the general essence of boat life in a very limited 15 to 25-minute short film, I'm hoping to be able to focus on all sorts of areas of boat life. The first episode of that will be out in the next couple of weeks, and I hope that you'll enjoy that. Then after that, it might be 1 a month, as well as the usual general boating videos and general, I don't know, lift bridge sort of tutorial things. Just general boat videos will be coming as they normally do. Plus, as I say, these super duper, much better edited, much, I don't know if you want to use the term production values. I don't really like that term because it implies that it might cost money, which it hopefully is not going to cost much. So I'm hoping that those are going to turn out how they're currently playing through in my head. I've played around with a few ideas. There's been one minor setback. And as I say, I've had some beautiful footage where I came all the way down the Montgomery Canal in this amazing weather. And as you may have seen my recent lift bridge video, that was unfortunately the second attempt at filming that, where I had to film it on the way back rather than the way through, which I had started filming. But in one of those horrific moments, I had that general thing of, yeah, we're going through the canal, we're going through the lift bridge, everything's perfect, this is how you do it, this is what you do. And just as the boat was going through the lift bridge, I pulled the camera out of my pocket, and in one of those ways, there was no way to stop it. And when you consider how often do you really ever drop a phone or drop a camera or drop anything, I pulled the camera out of my pocket. Instead of just holding on tightly to it, I went whoop, and off it went. It was basically, this is the series of events. Out comes my hand. Somewhere in this point, the camera decides to leave my hand, and it just goes splash. And that was the end of that, unfortunately. So I did lose a bit of footage, which is a minor setback. It set me back probably a week or so in terms of actually getting some of these future videos done. But the real problem was I deliberately bought one of those cameras that I had because it only cost me 50 quid. And oh my goodness me, I could not find anything on the market for a reasonable price like that. And I think because obviously camera phones have destroyed the general single purpose little flip camera sort of device, you basically are now looking at the sort of digital, the compact style digital cameras that are amazing. I can't knock them, but they're very expensive. And I was looking at the ones and people were recommending things like 320 quid cameras, and I was thinking, this is very expensive, and the battery life on them isn't what is going to be useful to me personally, because I need something that I can easily export the footage onto the iPad for, so I can actually edit and get these videos uploaded. But also I need good battery lives, because as you know, I like to put a camera on a tripod on the roof and then film. I mean, sometimes in one trip I'll film up to 50 minutes worth of footage, so you can imagine that that's not going to be handy for something that I can't just keep plugged in and charging from, something like my portable battery packs. And I was umming and ahhing, didn't have a clue what on earth to do until inspiration hit me. Now, before I had a boat, before any of this super duper dream, I was using, and I filmed probably over 100 videos on it, an iPod Touch. And this is one of the old iPod Touches, and that was my camera for everything. Photos, videos, everything. And as I'm recording this right now on an iPad, I thought, you know what? I think an iPod could be just what I'm looking for. And I was amazed that the iPod, of all things, was the cheapest option. And it still cost me a very painful 200 quid. I had no intention of spending any money, so suddenly being like, oh yeah, I need a camera desperately to get these videos done. And oh yeah, the cheap option is starting at 200 quid, and then it goes up to as much as you want to spend. So I thought, you know what? Let's get ourselves an iPod. So I'm very happy with this because it's got the same cameras in it as the iPad that I'm filming on currently, so I knew that I could trust the video and audio quality to be what I wanted. And obviously this has got an extremely long battery life, and I can easily, even if the battery was running out, I can still be filming and plug this into one of my portable battery chargers, so I can basically film for longer than the actual battery life of the device, so I'm happy with that. Also, it means that it'll work seamlessly with the iPad. But beyond that, I'm hoping that because it's so light and so portable, I'm going to be able to take this even more places with me and keep even more footage, just generally stacking up these little clips that you know I absolutely love to record of everything. Obviously, because this has got a nice big storage on it, 32 gigabytes, I've got plenty more room for footage, the option to record footage that's better than the previous camera that I had, and of course, I can actually edit and upload stuff from this itself. So what I'm basically hoping is I've basically doubled the storage capacity for footage, doubled my ability to process and export videos, so hopefully this is going to lead to more videos than ever, and better videos than ever, because I'm going to be able to get a lot better footage and a lot better photos as well than even from my phone with this little device. Like I say, certainly a painful hit to take that 200 quid, and not something that I was hoping to just suddenly go, oh yeah, you know what, today's going to cost me 200 quid to film a lift bridge video. Anyway, it's a lesson learned, and I'm definitely going to be far more careful with this. So that's a positive thing all in all. Even if I have lost a camera and a little bit of footage, these are the things that you just have to get on with and deal with. As I say though, I'm hoping to fetch you some much better, longer, more in-depth videos looking at certain areas of boat life, and hopefully there will be at least one per month, plus the normal boat videos and all the other random little things that I post. I've got the return of the Sort of Interesting show, not only as the history podcast, but as general sort of interesting videos. I hope they're sort of interesting. First one I hope that you all have already seen, about the stars, and tried a different style of video where I was filming top down on a pad and some coloured pens and all that sort of thing that I was drawing and writing as I spoke. Hopefully you'll have enjoyed that. I've got plenty more different styles of video and much shorter, sharper videos that are going to be mingled in with that. So I've also, as many people have said, that I find incredible and very humbling, thank you very much for saying these things, but people say, oh, I could see Dan talk about anything, and I didn't know whether I really wanted to watch a video about that, but always puts a smile on my face. So thank you very much, and I'm glad that people do appreciate some of the non-boating videos that I post, because there's some people who certainly don't appreciate them, but as I've always said, the Sort of Interesting YouTube channel existed and still has existed longer without a boat in it than it has with the boat in it. But as I say, plenty of boat videos to come. I'm reviving the Dan Brown monologue videos, where I generally talk for 5 to 10 minutes about just a general topic of something that I love, such as astronomy and all of those sorts of things, writing, the general outdoors, all of the general things that, as I'm sure you're aware if you watch my videos, you already know that I love. So I'll be dedicating little videos to them with obviously their own little clips and footage and things from up mountains, all that sort of stuff. Hopefully these are going to lead to more videos that more people enjoy, and as I say, thank you very much for all the support, and for people who share and like the Facebook page and tweet about me videos and share the videos on Facebook and Tumblr and Pinterest, all these random things. It's fantastic and I can't thank you enough as always, and I'm hoping that what I've got lined up for the second half of the year is going to be better than what's been in the first half and constantly improving. It's been fantastic to have the support. I mean, you're now talking of these videos are reaching almost 30,000 people a week. Now, that is unbelievable. The idea that somebody as socially awkward and generally shy in public as me can suddenly be speaking to 30,000 people a week is just outrageous. And once again, thank you all so much for that. One of the things that I did think was quite amusing from this month is that not only did I feature in one local newspaper, but surprisingly, the article found its way into a second paper. So, as people have seen on Facebook, that was rather amusing, and as always, I never really do that sort of thing where I speak to outside sources, but it's all been fun and part of the learning experience, and I enjoyed having all sorts of random questions, especially when I think the third question I was asked was, is the boat a babe magnet? Literally those words. So I obviously, well, I couldn't say yes because that would have been outrageous. I couldn't have said no because I didn't want to look like a loser. So I came up with the answer, well, it doesn't hurt. So I don't know whether it luckily didn't make it into the final article. I'll say that much. But yeah, that was all fun and games, and it's generally been a fantastic month. We've had the perfect weather for it. But like I say, boating, biking, kayaking, all the usual things. It's been fantastic to be on this beautiful stretch of canal again, and an unexpected little holiday down here. It's been great to start working towards getting some fantastic videos out, and all in all, I've had some absolutely beautiful messages from people, and it's really, I literally found myself almost unable to speak out loud because my voice was a little bit shaky after one message that I had recently. So thank you very much. You know who you are. It really means a lot to me, and I'm glad that you've enjoyed my videos so far, and I hope I can live up to these expectations. So on that note, I'll say thank you very much for watching. Check out my other videos for a load more boaty stuff. Everything from beautiful scenery and canal trips and commentaries to guides and tutorials, how to go through a lock, how to go through lift bridges, all that sort of stuff, as well as plenty of outdoors stuff, kayaking, walking up mountains, general life outdoors I suppose. As well, feel free to like the Facebook page. Feel even freer to add me personally on Facebook and Twitter for general pictures from the canal and general canal life updates and generally what I'm up to. As usual though, we've got to end this video with the big plug for the books. Check out my books for the Kindle. A Narrowboat and a Notebook is the latest one, and as I say, that's the one that people seem to have enjoyed the most out of all three. But there's also The Narrowboat Lad and The Narrowboat Lad Living the Dream. check those out, and until the next time, have a fantastic day, keep it canal side, and farewell.